hold the phone. You know how Jiren, he's a god among men? He's a man that stands on top, someone that can even challenge the gods of destruction? Well, I don't think we need to be sleeping on his right-hand man, Toppo. Toppo is probably a god among diss tracks, or just dissing people in general. What he did to Vegeta in this episode was just straight and utter savage. It was savage. Now, just to do a refresher, if you don't know what I am talking about, Vegeta encounters Toppo towards the end of the episode, and Vegeta's like, oh, look, I'm gonna have to deal with the second fiddle. If Toppo responds with, oh, I thought you were the second fiddle. That right there, that made me just laugh so hard. I was like, Toppo just destroyed Vegeta. Just instantly destroyed the man. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a Vegeta fanboy. I love Vegeta. I have admitted this many times. Big fan of Vegeta. But even then, even though I'm a fan, I will admit when Vegeta got destroyed. Like, Vegeta straight up got destroyed with that line. Toppo straight up saying, you are a second fiddle right after Vegeta. He's like, aren't you the second fiddle? I just can't help but laugh because I'm like, oh, like, that is just such a low blow, like, between the legs. Because right there, like, Vegeta's always had this complex, and we know at the end of Dragon Ball Z, he finally admitted that, you know, Goku is better than him, stronger than him, and he's been competing constantly throughout Dragon Ball Super to still retain that level with Goku and not be any weaker than him. And throughout the entirety of this, we have seen that Goku has still continuously been ahead of Vegeta, and Vegeta's tried his hardest to still maintain close proximity towards Goku's level. And in this case, when you see that comeback happen, you know that just hit Vegeta right in the chest. He's like, you just hit the Goku button. Like, you just hit the Goku button. Like, I want to destroy you. Like, honestly, I could see Team 4-Star if they ever did, you know, Dragon Ball Super, like an abridged series of Dragon Ball Super. I could see Vegeta saying, you hit the Goku button. I could see him saying something like that. Just, I laughed. I had a good laugh to that. I know not many probably care about that scene, but just something about that exchange of how Toppo just completely decimated Vegeta with just one, like, sentence. I was just like, man, this man is definitely amazing. Like, I really like Toppo after that. I mean, when I think about it, Toppo has offered a lot of good, you know, lines throughout this series since he's been introduced. I mean, look what he did to Goku. He's basically labeling him as a villain as well, talking about how he's, you know, the most evil person he's ever encountered, and that it's pretty interesting when you look at Toppo and how his disses are and what he says to people, so he's a really interesting character. Anyways, though, let's talk about the actual real, I guess, message of this episode, or what it focuses on. So this episode focuses on Kaba and his fight with another universe and how basically he almost gets completely annihilated and Vegeta actually saves him. And we get to see a little bit of a bonding moment between Vegeta and Kaba, which was a very entertaining moment. Not just because I'm a Vegeta fan, but it just shows development. It shows, once again, how much Vegeta has really changed since the beginning of the series. I mean, like I said many times before when other scenes like this happen, if you look back at the Saiyan saga Vegeta, you cannot see Vegeta ever doing something like this, saving another Saiyan. I mean, yes, he's prideful, yes, he likes his race, he loves his race, he's the prince of all Saiyans, but even then, him going out of his way to save Kaba like that, and then also, you know, giving him a lesson and saving his enemy, just all these different things, it's just something that you would never see Vegeta do if you go back to the early stages of Dragon Ball Z, and that's what I really love. I just love how, once again, if there's one good thing that Dragon Ball Super has done right, it is actually showcasing good development, not just for Vegeta, but many characters that have just been out of the spotlight for a very long time. For instance, Master Roshi, he was a very recent character that got a lot of development, and it was just amazing. Many of us were saying, like, holy crap, like, Toei Animation did a really good job with using Master Roshi's character in this. I mean, yes, he got defeated, yes, he was eliminated, but just the way he went down and all that, Beerus even acknowledged him, it was just really good development. So, once again, I just really love it. There's one thing I love, is just the character development our characters get in Dragon Ball Super. So anyways, Vegeta has like a master-student moment, and he's like, say, Kaba, the only reason why I say do, because I just don't like looking at weak Saiyans and all that. You need to shape up, you need to fight and all that. And I do like in that moment when they're talking, Toei Animation, not just the series, but Toei Animation acknowledged something that many of us have been thinking about since the very beginning of this arc. The consequences of when our heroes win. For instance, the Super Dragon Balls. Now let me discuss this. I appreciate the fact that Toei wasn't trying to shy away from the fact that Vegeta or, you know, Kaba or whatever, you know, Universe 6 or 7 might wish everybody back. I'm really glad that, you know, they acknowledge that. Toei, as a writer, acknowledged that that is definitely a possibility if they win. And so seeing how they didn't try to act like that wasn't ever going to happen actually made me respect this episode, or respect Dragon Ball Super a little bit more, just for the fact that they weren't trying to say, like, look, I know you guys think we're going to wish everybody back, and most likely that is going to be the case. Because, I mean, if we think about the end of Dragon Ball Z, we know that Goku is still alive with Vegeta and everybody else, which we don't even know if that Oob segment at the end of Dragon Ball Z is really canon anymore, completely canon, just because of, you know, everything that's happened in Super. But regardless, though, we do know that Goku and all of them will survive at the end of the day. And so, with Vegeta actually saying, look, well, I'll wish you all back, don't worry, for you can, you know, show me your planet and all that, and I can see the proud ruler of, you know, the race, the Saiyan race in Universe 6, basically, it shows that they're acknowledging the fact that the Super Dragon Balls will bring all the other universes back. And I really like that. I just like how they acknowledge that. They didn't try to shy away, they didn't try to run away from it, act like it wasn't going to happen. I like how it's just mentioned. Anyways, once all that was said and done, Vegeta really surprised me. He's like, look, you know, Kaba, I want to defeat you, don't worry, you're going to get defeated by me. You're not going to beat me, but don't worry, I will wish you back, so don't worry. Then Kaba's like, hey, look, Master, you know, I'll do the same for you. If I win, I'll wish you back. And I was just like, this is just beautiful. This is very beautiful to see, like, someone that is, you know, studying under Vegeta. And I really like that call-out, like, Kaba using the Gallic Gun. Did you see that? Like, when Kaba was fighting, he used the Gallic Gun against Frieza. And you just see how he does the stance on, like, yo, he's learning Vegeta's moves. I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's legit cool and all that. Just seeing, like, the master-student, like, relationship and all that. Just seeing the Gallic Gun from Kaba. I'm like, that is truly just epic. So anyways, let's talk about the Frieza stuff, okay? Because this is very, very important. Frieza's like the endgame of this arc. Like, straight up, Frieza is endgame. Like, Jiren may be the main antagonist of this arc right now. He may be a god among men. He may be a man that is just undefeatable right now. He could destroy Ultra Instinct Goku like it is nothing. He could compete with the god of destruction and all that. But regardless, Frieza is definitely, even if not this arc, he is the main endgame, okay? At least for a long while in the future. Because Toei wouldn't introduce Frieza back if he wasn't going to be very vital for, like, a conclusion of an arc. And in this case, Frieza's motive is finally revealed. Now, it's kind of to be expected, honestly. I mean, his motive of wanting to control the gods is to be expected. It's Frieza. At the end of the day, it's Frieza. Frieza wants to be on top. He wants to be top dog. He doesn't want people telling him what to do, what he can't do, and, you know, he wants to be able to do what he wants. He wants to be free in a way. Not just resurrected, but be the ruler of everything, the strongest in the universe, basically. And so, with Frieza wanting to control the gods, that was very expected. I mean, if you didn't see that coming, honestly, you just don't know Frieza's character. Let's just be real with each other. So when Frieza, you know, says, like, I want to control all the gods, it shows that he is no longer caring about Goku. Like, he legit doesn't care about the petty rivalry with Goku anymore. That is definitely officially confirmed now. I mean, he doesn't like Saiyans. He hates Saiyans, but even then, he no longer cares about Goku as much as he once did. He's looking at bigger fish, he's looking at bigger things, and he's trying to continue on and move on and be like what he is, a galactic emperor. He is Frieza, the ruler of the universe. And so I could see Frieza, if he does get the Super Dragon Balls, I could see him trying to gun for Zeno's, you know, spot, wanting to become the next king of all or something, or a god of destruction. Definitely something like that where no one can rival him. And if it's not that, I could see a very interesting callback to the Namek saga. What if Frieza was to get a wish through the Super Dragon Balls and he was like, look, I want to have immortality, but in an immortality to where gods cannot Hawkeye me. Now, that would be a very interesting wish if Frieza got that. Like, if he couldn't be Hawkeyed or anything by gods, and he was completely immortal, that would be cool too. But regardless, I am looking forward to seeing what Frieza's role in the story will be towards the endgame, because it's just a matter of time until he probably unlocks Ultra Instinct as well. I mean, we know for a fact Ultra Instinct is not a racial thing, like it's for just Saiyans. We know for a fact it's for multiple races. I mean, the Gods of Destruction know about it, they each are different species and all that, so it's very obvious that each individual species throughout the universe, or all the universes, could awaken Ultra Instinct if they had the potential, so to say. So Frieza having Ultra Instinct, it's just a matter of time. I mean, it's already been established in the Resurrection of Frieza arc that Frieza is a prodigy. He is someone that is a quick learner, and if he actually trains, he learns very quickly. I mean, look what he did. He went from Final Form Frieza, like full power Frieza at the end of Namek Saga, all the way up to Golden Frieza in like a very short time. So when you look at these little details, you know for a fact if Frieza was to just straight up focus and train Ultra Instinct, he probably would be able to get it in some shape or form. So it's just a matter of time. That's basically what it is. And so I could see maybe if like my fan fury happens, like just something I really would love to see, if like everybody gets eliminated and Frieza's the last one standing, I would really love Frieza to like somehow unlock Ultra Instinct and beat Jiren or something, or have a good fight with him. That would just be really epic. I highly doubt it's gonna happen. I legit doubt it will happen, but it'd just be so cool. It'd be poetic just to see Frieza the last one standing, fighting up against, you know, Jiren and all that, the last warrior fighting this man, and he uses Ultra Instinct, Golden Frieza and all that and fighting, and actually comes on top. It would just be so cool, just to see a villain win in this case, or Frieza win. And I mean, like we all know, Frieza sells. I mean, he's a merchandise seller. He straight up, he prints money for Toei, and prints money for Dragon Ball. So, if he won, just imagine the sales of the series, it would jump up pretty considerably. Anyways, though, basically, Frieza's endgame was revealed, and he also annihilates Kaba in the tournament. Tournament power Kaba is now eliminated. He is knocked out. So, Kaba's universe is pretty down right now. I mean, when you think about it, all they have is the Namekians, the two Namekians. They have, you know, Kel, and they have Khalifa. So, they don't really have much at all. Now, don't get me wrong, Saiyans are very strong. I mean, we know from example. I mean, look at Dragon Ball. I mean, we know our main character is a Saiyan. So, you shouldn't underestimate a Saiyan, especially a lone Saiyan. But even then, though, their overall power is definitely a lot lower than it once was. Because, I mean, with Hit being knocked out, and then now Kaba being knocked out, the only thing they really can look forward to now is possibility of Kel being able to achieve a higher status with her legendary Super Saiyan transformation. That's the only thing that they can really ride on right now. And for her to still be around and not knocked out at this point in time, you can only assume that she's going to be very vital for the universe and probably being a very big powerhouse. I mean, when you think about it, Jiren actually went out of his way to stop Kel. And you remember what he said at the end of last episode? It doesn't look like there's anyone I need to worry about anymore, and he started meditating. He did go out of his way to stop Kel. So it does show that Kel was some form of threat, at the very least. Someone very strong. So it'd be very interesting if Kel was to actually put up a good fight against Jiren. Like if, you know, she was able to unlock more of her power, tap into it more in fight. That would be really cool. So yeah. Anyways, the episode overall of Dragon Ball Super, it was truly enjoyable. I mean, we have build-up for Goku versus, you know, Khalifa. I am really looking forward to the interesting fight. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please leave a like. And obviously, if you don't like my video, leave a dislike. I don't fault you for that. Now, if for some reason you're not getting any notifications for my videos, then right next to the subscribe button down below, there is a bell icon. Click that, and every time I upload, you will get notified for when a video is uploaded. Because I know many were complaining about that, you know, last week. So yeah, you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.